This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, this one's got the cringe. Got a lot of cringe in it.
Ah, yes, our 2009 statuses.
Do you think anyone,
Don't be so generous. They were 2011 and 12.
No, Belle's was 09,
Mine was
actually.
9.
Oh,
to
was
be
it?
fair, yeah.
Ours were 11 and 12.
Yeah, Ben and
you're
Liam's
older
one.
than me, so
Yeah.
you...
A little more recent history. No, but let's be
I
real.
was 25.
Does anyone look at themselves 10 years ago and go, yeah, I'm happy? There's a problem if you're happy with the person you were 10 years ago, I think.
You have not grown.
I think
then.
you've got to constantly be growing, I think.
Mm.
Anyway, this isn't a self-help podcast. This is more fart sound effects and, marine safety.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Someone's done God's work and uncovered Travis Kelce's old statuses. So, I mean, Travis Kelce is a worldwide name now, the footy player, the American football player who's dating Taylor Swift. Someone has gone back and sometimes it doesn't go too well when you uncover statuses and tweets from someone's past.
Isn't it funny when we'll find out what they are in just a second, but isn't it funny when you think about, it was very 2012, that era to write stuff.
Anything that came into your head, it was like,
yeah.
on
Or you're
online.
doing something and you go, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
No one
And
cares.
people would fully cook them up. They're like, oh my God, I got such a funny one.
Oh, it's such a good one.
Better post it at the right time. But now it's obviously just your friends' photos and videos. But it's it even seems a bit medieval. That we're just reading each other's thoughts. We didn't we had the technology to share photos and stuff, but we were more just
we wanted 140 characters.
Yes,
and nothing more.
yeah, or giving people little paragraphs and that sort of. Or you could even on Facebook, you could be like, Ben Harvey's feeling sad.
Yeah.
When did is that still there, or did they get rid of that feature?
I have no. I honestly, it would actually be funny to get on now and make a Facebook status just to blow the dust off. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Travis is a kind of heartwarming, to be honest. He hasn't gotten himself into hot water.
So it's not like he's said something bad.
Well, the only thing is that he clearly can't spell. He clearly cannot spell. And I'll have a few examples in a sec. But let's start off with something that's kind of beautiful. He did one that shows that he kind of manifested his future. One status is, the moon looks crazy tonight. I'm going to chill out here for a little and just visualize my success and vibe to the scenery.
Ew.
Very cool. We got some personal stories from him. I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread and it straight smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Hashtag crazy. Squirrel. Hang on. Squirrel spelt squirrel.
Squirrel.
Which stresses me out.
That's how they say it over there. Squirrel.
I guess so.
Squirrel. What I will say, Belle, is that first one, cringy. Second one, that's just your run-of-the-mill status.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If a
True.
squirrel's eating some bread in front of you in 2009, you're making a status.
Okay, well, would
know?
you like some life lessons and some
Yeah, go
beautiful
on.
advice from him?
Just before you do, Belle, I've done a quick check on our Facebook. You can still post statuses. It says what's on your mind, and then you can post what's on your mind. And you can also remember check in.
Oh, yeah.
You can check in. So if you arrive somewhere, you check in.
Ben Harvey is at a
Foursquare?
cafe.
Yeah. As if anyone
Dude,
cares.
you should
check
do.
in and get points for where you
We
check
should
in.
do one and say Ben Lee and Belle feeling sad, and then if someone comments what's wrong, we go, don't worry about it, man.
Or DM me.
DM me, man. Just sick of fake dogs, man.
Okay, well, let's
Chatting
get another
shit,
Travis.
you know? Something like that. You make a status for attention, but you don't really give all the details away.
My personal one from Travis, and this is a real insight into his brain. About to go goat kart racing.
Goat karting.
Goat kart racing. Ha ha, hope I fit in the cart. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That was 2011. So goat kart is spelt GOAT kart racing.
Yeah.
Bless. So,
but Belle,
but now he's with Taylor.
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure if we scroll back on your Facebook, for example, there would be embarrassing statuses.
I don't think so. I think most of them are radio stuff.
Well, it is good because I've actually done the heavy lifting. I didn't know you were
no.
talking about this morning.
No.
So I have gone back to 2009. So
I was in year 9.
So, yeah, I've got a few statuses from one Belle Jackson.
That
No,
sucks,
because
Belle.
actually, no, hang on. Because, so my school, we had laptops and you'd take your laptop to every class and sit on your laptop.
Yeah,
so
I
all
noticed
anybody
that.
did,
Yeah.
all anyone did
Is
was
in
just-
science. There's a few of them. I get it.
Yeah, but that was what everyone did.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I've got some of Belle's statuses.
No.
So I'm happy to share them next. Also, Ben Harvey, Thought I'd do it for you as well. So
Oh,
you're not.
God.
You're also not out of the woods. Yours,
God.
a lot more feral than Belle. Yeah, yours, Belle's are kind of cute. Ben's, I'm sort of like, you might lose your job when I read some of your statuses. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, well, can you join us? Let's all do this together. 13, 24, 10. If you want to come on and share one of your statuses from back
Scroll
in the day.
Scroll back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've given me a bit of time. I've also gone back through yours, Liam.
Great.
So we've all got the gun pointed at each other.
Probably should have deactivated Facebook before I drew my weapon for sure.
Yeah,
I left myself pretty wide open for an attack there.
You know what you do? You back in the day did a lot of like for. So
Oh,
Okay.
gross,
One of those
Liam.
guys.
You're so
Liam,
needy.
you do like for a confession through inbox.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't.
Well, that's cringe.
I wonder what you were confessing.
Okay.
Your
I think
confessions
you're
would have been like,
cute.
I love your hair.
Well, what about this one from May 30, Belle Jackson, 2009? Oh my God! Just played effing table tennis with Hamish Blake. Oh my God!
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Die.
Big fan.
Uh,
How did you play table tennis with Hamish Blake in
It's a very long
2009?
story.
What did you go to one of their listener events or something?
No.
At least you're consistent. You know what I mean? At least you
Long story short, so my dad knows his like stepmom, and then they organised for us to like meet up. And I
Play
got
table
that.
tennis?
No, I was like at a cafe, and then they had a table tennis table, and then he was like, "Do you want to play table tennis?" And I was like, "What was I? Year 9?" So I was like, what, 15, 14, and I was dying, and then yeah.
Can I do another Liam status?
No, we haven't had a Ben one yet.
Okay.
Here we go. Bogan, listen to this. November 10,
Can I say,
2011.
I grew up in the country. I used to work on a dairy farm.
Yeah.
I was a bit bogan, yeah.
Did just win 100 on the dogs.
Gross, Ben.
Must have
The
been a good
chicks
bet.
would have loved that, dude. They would have been flooding it. Oh my God, did you go to the Dish Lickers? How much did you win?
Angle Park. Whoa.
Gross.
All right, a Liam one. So over homework and studying.
okay.
I just want to party.
I've just been studying so hard.
2012.
I just want to party.
I just want to party, man.
Ew.
Okay, that's cringe.
We said, hey, give us a buzz, 13 24 10, if you've also got some cringe statuses you wouldn't mind sharing. Chris, hit us with your cringe status.
I hope this is a safe space.
Yep.
But 2012, it's a bit of a social media warrior and shared all the Coney stuff
Yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah.
2012.
it's got to be done.
I was like short of going over there myself.
Oh,
That's the best thing I could have done. I got sucked in hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, you had the wristband, the Joseph Coney 2012. You're trying to find him. Well, good on you
Yeah.
for doing your bit, Chris.
You and the rest of the world, Chris. Well done. Laura in Frankston, good morning. Cringy statuses, what do you got?
Good morning. As soon as I heard this on the radio, I thought I had to call because I was the queen of cringe statuses back in the day.
Yeah.
So today, 15 years ago, I wrote, has no idea what to do with herself in the third person, and no one replied.
Yeah, it's the. I remember doing like third person stuff. Like, yeah.
Laura, that's bad, but I don't think it's as bad as
Okay.
this one from October 2010 from Ben Harvey. 40 verse 10. Two wells don't back down. We made our point. Was that a street fight? Is that a street fight in the country? What is that sort of?
Yeah, it was a fight, I believe, at like a community hall.
Wait, sorry, what?
40
I thought it
verse
was-
10, we stood our ground. You're basically Spartans, dude. You're basically 300. And like, there's actually a photo of you guys. And you don't look like 10 guys who could hold yourself against 30 guys. So I don't know what was, unless one of you had a gun or something. I don't know what.
Hang on, what fighting is this?
It's just,
It was
that's
just
what they do out in the
It was
country.
like
there.
our town versus their town, and we just
But
had
like,
a
what
fight.
fighting?
What do you mean, what fighting?
Well,
Like,
when
were
the
you, like,
dogs
rolling
finish,
around
what
on
else are
the
you going
ground
to
or
do?
what?
we're just fighting. I don't know.
Skin
Like
full of
boxing?
Woodstock? Well, you're
Like-
obviously going to fight people from the next town.
We're
You
like
know?
a bunch of 17-year-olds. We probably had our peas.
At a community hall?
Yeah, well, I think there was
Wait, what?
there was a party in the town, like the town over from ours, and so
Gawler or
we rocked up and it wasn't our party, and then I think there was just a big fight. 'Cause they're like, you can't be here.
Ryan. Ryan from Lilydale. We're talking cringy statuses. You've done us the dishonour of scrolling back. Tell us, what did you post?
Yeah, so it was about 12 years ago. So it was put your name in the comments and I'll rate you from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's
Yeah.
bad,
you
isn't
you
it?
all go through those stages. It's like a, kiss, hug, great date. all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a snog, marry, avoid sort of stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen one of my mates do it and I was like, chuck it up there. To be honest,
you get
I
any
think I got
comments?
like Yeah, I got like 5 comments. And to I was like, oh shit, but delete. But
Yeah. You should have. I mean, unless you're just throwing out 10s, that's the only thing that makes. If everyone gets a 10
Doesn't
for commenting,
age well.
but yeah.
I was going to
Sorry,
suggest,
Michelle, you're a 6.
I was going to suggest he does it now.
We should do it.
We should do it.
We should comment.
We should do that.
No.
Comment for a rating out of 10.
Yeah.
Geez, we've been having a lot of fun with old statuses this morning because, Belle, you were saying how Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, you know, the Swifties have gone through and brought up all these old posts. And, you know, no one's safe. As we just learnt, people are calling up with some really cringe stuff. We have some skeletons in the closet ourselves.
Yeah, because we were reminiscing about statuses, I thought it would be nostalgic to do a status on the Ben, Liam and Belle Facebook page. And so I did the feeling, you know, like Ben, Liam and Belle is feeling one.
Yeah.
So it says Ben, Liam and Belle is feeling sad with a sad face emoji.
Awesome. How many likes do we get? Because that is, you know, that's really baiting.
There's 1 like so far.
Oh my God. I don't know
And then Peter commented, "What's wrong?" And then I replied to that and said, "Sick of fake dogs.
Oh,
DM us." And then he replied to that comment and said, "Here for you, love heart emoji."
I've seen that exact status about 400 times. I'm not even
textbook.
kidding.
That's
that is
absolute textbook.
Textbook Facebook.
No, yeah, but then ones with a little bit more details were like girls that would post and be like, "Why would you do this to me?"
Yeah.
And you're like, is it her best friend or is it a boyfriend?
But then people go, "What's wrong?" And they go, "I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it."
Sick of people who chat shit behind your back. Like, get a life, man.
Yeah.
And then
I'm like, who are you talking about, man? Don't worry about it,
Don't know
man.
who you can trust these days.
Yuck.
I just in that song, I've had a bit more of a scroll back. I've got a few more of your statuses, guys.
Stop scrolling.
There's so many good ones. This is like not that embarrassing, but this sort of this dates it. This puts it in your head. This is Belle's from April 15, 2009. Saw 17 again today. It's so good. So that's
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. That's like and
Belle's movie reviews.
Yes. But I didn't know you were a bad girl, Belle, because a little bit later on that year, on June 3, and I don't know if your parents would be happy with this, getting high off tea bags with Jordan. Okay.
What?
Who's Jordan? And we don't condone getting high.
How do you get high off tea bags?
I have no idea.
What is that? What even is that?
I don't even know.
Getting
I think
high
we
off
used to,
tea
I don't
bags.
know.
Jordan,
my
like his
God.
boyfriend or something? Or?
No. She was a girl I went to school
Oh,
with.
girl. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, she was a girl that I went to school with, and she was not a great influence.
Yeah, of course. You
To
guys
say the
were
least.
smoking twinings.
But the fact that the fact that I put
you guys
that-
were lighting up the old English.
that I put that online is insane.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is insane.
But it's not as
Why would I do
insane
that?
as Ben. You know, obviously, I said earlier that.
Hang on, Liam. I got one about you. We're not done yet. There's one of Liam in rip curl shorts and a Quicksilver shirt with a silver chain that's hanging out, and he's got the tipped hair.
Yeah.
And he's standing next to 2 girls, and they're posing in a photo together,
Do you know-
and then he's kind of standing
I actually
there
know the photo.
with his hand awkwardly around one of them.
And do you
And
know-
then he said, "Third wheel, you."
Do you know it's a funny?
One like.
do you know it's a very funny coincidence that person to the left of me
Yeah.
is my fiance's maid of honor in 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Funny how these things work out. So yeah, we went through some of Ben's before. If you missed 40 verse 10, 2 L's don't back down. We made our point because he fought. So this is a 17-year-old Ben. He's a dairy farmer who can fight off 40 men. He also said
It wasn't just me. It was 9 other friends.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he said did just
Is
win.
that what the number means?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
40
10
guys
of us and there's 40 of them.
40?
Yeah,
Well, we didn't beat them. We stood our ground.
I'm just trying to do the math on that. That's you fighting like 4 guys at once. That's like all of your mates.
Ninja style.
They're like that, you know, and that's if you think
Yeah.
that's 8 fists.
Yeah.
So like if
Yeah.
you do the math on that, that's 8 fists Ben's having to block and
Yeah.
fight off. And then he stood his ground to his credit. Anyway, so there's one more here. You know, you won $100 on the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had just a crippling gambling problem back then because there's another one here that says $100 on the pokies goes all right.
Yeah.
Goes all
Two,
How
two
old-
likes as well.
I think
So
that's illegal.
Oh, I would have been 18.
yeah. So you just see, I mean, this guy
Fighting and poking.
when he's not punting, he's punching. That's what I'm hearing. You know. Now there's a sexy new erotic book hitting our shelves very soon. So heads up, this chap might be a little X-rated. Here's the thing: it's written by Nova's very own Wippa. He joins us now. Good morning, mate.
Honoured to be on the show, guys. Ben, Lee and Belle. It is a treat under these sort of more relaxed, sexy circumstances.
Yeah. So for anyone that's missed the story, Wippa, can you fill us in? You've written an erotic novel. How do we get to this point?
Benny, the problem is, I think people are still, and I dropped in to pick up Ted from school the other day, and a few of them, Mum said, this is a joke, yeah? And I said, well, I kind of want it to be a joke, but as it turns out, there is a tangible book that you can buy that was written by me, so it's not a joke. So looking into the joke, no, it's not a joke.
It's got humour. It's got humour in it, but yeah, you have taken this so seriously, which is so fantastic. It's so refreshing.
Yeah.
I love to have a swing belt, and it was probably 10 years ago that I read, my wife was reading 50 Shades of Grey, not Fitzy's Shades of Grey. That's an ugly novel, very lazy. But then I read an article saying that 50 Shades of Grey was making $1 million every 4 minutes. And I went, how hard can that be? How hard can it be?
Yeah.
And so I just started thinking, I had a friend at the time, so if you're asking the question, is there actually a Far Too personal trainer? I won't reveal the name, but they do exist.
Right, because I was curious. I was curious as if it was your personal experience that this is being drawn on, but
not
okay.
so much, but any other racy stories that are out there, I have stolen those from our executive producer, Tom Ivey, because he is an absolute demon. So, yes, I mean, there are parts of it, Belle, where if you were to listen or read it, you would think, oh, my God, this is more than just a love tale. This is really hot.
I actually was going to ask, are you doing an audiobook?
We're thinking about it at this stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a narrator?
No.
Yet? Oh my
Nothing
gosh.
locked in.
Okay.
Ben, congratulations. We'd love you, we'd love you to do
The
it.
least sexiest voice ever, no offense.
Put your pants back on, Ben.
I was going to ask if I could possibly audition.
Oh, my God.
I used to do voiceovers for radio.
Did you?
And I've done my fair share of sexy land ads and all that.
Just on the way to the airport there.
The best one. The best one.
Oh, just give it a wave on the left-hand side. Belle, that would be an honour to have first submission, I suppose. If you got a little bit there, you could read.
Yeah.
Oh, funny you ask. Yes, I do.
I like how Wippa made no guarantees. He said it's a good audition.
It's a starter.
He's not committing.
I'm just trying to be nice and play along, Ben. She was begging me off air.
She certainly was. All right, Belle, you've got some there whenever you're ready.
Yes. So I'll only read a little snippet, but this is from...
Which part have you got?
So I believe it's he's looking over at his neighbour.
Oh, right, okay. So the neighbour is an air hostess. They obviously live next door. He can see her, and the air hostess likes to do some things with the lights on, and Ben Holder is the name of the personal trainer, believe it or not, Ben. He likes to get to know himself as well.
Heavens whip. Well, I think Belle's reading here might need a bit of a content warning. So if you've got kids in the car, maybe just turn it down a little bit.
All right.
Over to you, Belle.
There are moments as a man where you think you died and gone to heaven. For the next 10 minutes, she lay back on the table and played with herself.
Oh, my God. Whoa, Ben.
Starting slow and staring up at the window, her focus continued to change from knowing I was there to forgetting all about me. Here's where it gets interesting. Just when we were both lost in the moment, the balding BMW driving king from the 80s happened to arrive home. I will never forget the look on her face when she realised. It didn't take long for hubby to realise that the flower opens towards the light, and the only reason she had mounted this end of the table with her legs wide open was for her audience of one.
Oh, this is like a proper erotic novel. Wippa.
Ben, can I grab a double scotch on the rocks and a packet of Marlboro?
The weird thing is, though, it's from a guy's perspective, so I'm not going to do a dude's voice.
This is absolutely wild. It's called The
my
Far
God.
Too Personal Trainer. Are you doing 500 copies, Whip?
500 copies. That's it.
Okay.
Set run, because I couldn't get any more budget off Nova. If you want to get your hands on one of the 500, this naughty, naughty book, the fartoopersonaltrainer.com, you can buy the book there.
Amazing.
Website. That's
Part
it.
proceeds go to charity, guys. Get involved.
You're on Nova. Thanks, Whipper.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks, guys.
I'll wait for my call back.
Thanks, thanks, Belle.
You've been waiting a while, Belle.
Just stay online, Belle. Keep reading. To me.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports. But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Aria joins us on the line now. Big week for you. Aria, you there?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to me. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, a big week,
yeah,
and
'cause
looking forward to the weekend.
the Arias were on. I was making a joke about the
Oh, look,
yeah.
It's too early for me.
Yeah, getting tagged in a few posts. Hey, Illy, this isn't the Aria official. This is just Aria from Mulgrave, you know?
Yes, that's it.
Was it big for you when Game of Thrones was like at its peak and everyone was like saying, "Is your last name Stark?"
No, it's Aya. Different name.
Is it Arya Stark?
Different Arya Stark, yeah.
Arya Stark.
I thought it was Aria. I thought
no.
it was Aria
Stark.
too.
I think it's
I believe Liam's he's a bigger Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
oh,
fan.
totally. I'm still gonna
No, I
Google it,
I
though.
can see the confusion.
Yeah.
I can see the
It's
confusion.
close.
And, it was close enough to be a funny joke, to be honest, but I'm a bit of a stickler for the
I think
Thrones.
you'll find it's got an Arya.
Arya. It is Arya Stark.
Don't they say like Aya?
No, it's Arya.
Aria.
I
I
thought
think
it
they might have
was.
an accent.
Whoa.
Arya Stark.
Arya Stark, yeah.
Well, that's a point for
there
you,
we go.
Ben, and a strike for you, Liam.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay. Well done, Aria. Did you know that, Aria, from Mulgrave?
Look, I had no idea you were talking to me just then, so all good.
Okay, no
That's strike
worries.
for you as well, probably. Yeah, no, you're right. That's strikes all round. Strikes akimbo. All right, well, let's kick into the quiz. The Christmas Day early weather forecast is out, and we're looking at around 24 in Melbourne. We'll take that. That's nice. Christmas Day was a Sunday last year. What day of the week is it this year?
Aria's gone.
Oh, she's dropped off.
What the hell?
To be honest, I don't think we ever really had her in the first
She
place.
never really gelled with us, did she? We were throwing out some good gear at her.
Yeah.
She was
wasn't bouncing
literally
it back.
on the radio and then said twice, I don't know if you're talking to me.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you want to play the 610 quiz this morning.
Zanet joins us now in Hillside. Do you know what day Christmas is this year? It was Sunday last year.
Monday.
It is a Monday. The Socceroos.
Yeah, and actually it's Zanette, Z-I.
Zanette. Okay, we're having a lot of trouble with names this morning.
Yeah.
That's okay. No, I actually really like it when we can really...
Our next call is Scott, so we should be all right.
Oh, really?
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yes.
You can save questions till the end.
All right.
We're doing question time at the end, isn't it?
So you've got to get through the next four, and then you can ask your
I'll
question.
try.
All right, good luck.
All right,
Let's
okay. Okay, the Socceroos played in an Asian Cup qualifier in Melbourne last night, and they beat Bangladesh 7-0. Thumped them. What continent is Bangladesh in?
Seriously?
Clues in the question a little bit on that one.
Have a guess. Have a guess.
I don't know my continents very well.
Any continent?
It's an Asian World Cup qualifier.
Maybe Asia?
Asia?
Yes,
Oh,
very good.
It is.
Thank you.
Hungry Jack's has won a court case against Maccas. The judge said that the Big Jack wasn't a rip-off of the Big Mac. But I reckon Jack's been sliding a bit of money under the court system there. What is the name of Hungry Jack's largest burger?
Oh.
So when you go to HJ's, what's the main
big
thing?
one? Their big one.
You need 2 hands to eat it.
It's a real...
Huge.
I don't need a Hungry Jack.
Oh, and that's such a shame because we did want to answer you.
A Whopper?
Buzzer beater! Buzzer beater!
I was hovering over the wrong
No one
buzzer.
puts it head in the corner! Oh,
Zanek
wonderful.
goes bang!
Boom! All right, two more questions here. You're still in the hot seat.
Make him easy, will ya?
I'll do my darndest. The new eps of the final season of Crown drop on Netflix today. According to the popular conspiracy theory, Queen Elizabeth wasn't a human, and what kind of animal?
Oh. I don't watch The Crown.
They don't talk about it in the Crown. It's people with tinfoil hats more that talk about this one.
Yeah, it's like, she's not human. She's a Liz. Liz, Queen Liz.
I'm going to guess because she has corgis.
Yeah.
A dog?
Oh, it's not a dog.
It's
Sorry.
I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
look, you can ask your question, though. You can ask your question still.
It's just a simple question. Why are you guys not doing reheated anymore?
That's an interesting question.
It's a deep cut question.
So, just quickly for context, so we're on 6 to 9. Normally, what the station was doing for a while there was, let's say it's a Monday or a Tuesday. Monday's show gets cut up, like 5 or so breaks get cut up, and they get played 5 a.m. to 6 a.m.
As a warm-up.
And it was like the reheated hour. So do you?
Loved it.
You loved it?
Oh,
wow.
that's sweet. I mean, I think they thought no one was listening to it, so they just they figured just music would be better. But we'll have
I
quiet word to the
missed it.
bosses for you.
Do I get a prize for that?
Yeah, we can give you a
know
smart
what?
speaker. Yeah.
No, okay. I was going to give her some WSX
Get yourself
championships.
a smart speaker.
Yeah, you got yourself a smart speaker.
And also, Ben Lehman Bell podcast, okay? So you can listen anytime you want, on demand, Nova Player, wherever it may be. Scott in Berwick, I'll give you a free pass on that one. It was a lizard. We could have been here for a while. Let's just speed this thing up. Last question. Harry Styles has debuted a shaved head, and fans are outraged. Can you finish these 1D lyrics?
One thing.
Yes, well done, Scott. Showing your workings as well. We could hear you singing under the song, but well done. You also get one of those smart speakers. They're coming your way.
You sure do, but we'll give you a
legend.
slightly different one. The Amazon Echo Pop with Alexa.
Whoa!
You can still listen
I
in
do love
multiple
Pop.
rooms.
Yeah.
You can just say, Alexa, play Nova.
What's the
So
difference
that's all
between the
yours.
Amazon Echo
Awesome.
smart speaker and the Pop?
We don't have enough time to go through it, but
Yep. Out of time.
I am curious.
Scott, you also get to pick the next song we play. Important job
Yep.
on a Friday. So would you like Linkin Park and Jay-Z? Fun fact for you, Scott, that's my dad's ringtone.
Or do you want to hear Adam Lambert? What are you feeling, Scotty?
Nah, definitely none, please.
Well, Tom Stapleton's going to be happy with you.
Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll.
But Liam, you said that was your dad's ringtone?
Dad's ringtone, yes, yeah, no, he's a big fan of that song for some reason. I don't even think he likes Linkin Park and Jay-Z like that much, but together, wow.
That's way cooler than my father-in-law's ringtone. His is Katy Perry Raw.
But how cool to have a positive affirmation every time someone wants to get in touch with like,
Yeah, but you'd be so sick of that song.
No, but
then.
it's
It's
that
like
thing-
when you make it your alarm and then it's just ruined.
I reckon it'd be an important call and you'd be like, oh, I'm not going to answer yet because I got to get to the...
Yeah.
Hey, Belle, what's your dad's ringtone?
Well, I wouldn't know, would I?
He's alive. He just wasn't in your life very much.
Yes, he's alive.
Next week, the show is going to be entirely broadcast from the Pedalmo. It's Pedalo along the Yarra. Come out and say good day if you do your morning dog walk around there. It should be really fun. We're doing it because we're mowing our own way. You don't just have to grow a moustache to raise funds and awareness for men's health. This is just our little way of doing it. If you'd like to donate, we're going to be doing it anyway. You can just by clicking the links on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram bio.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to jump out into the water a couple of days ago for a safety briefing.
Yep.
And when I felt comfortable, as the captain of the vessel, when I felt comfortable that you guys were around your maritime briefing, we set out on a maiden voyage because it's just good to just see how the ship handles before we set sail next week.
And if you want to see it, there is video of us doing our maiden voyage on the socials.
Yep. So this is us. Basically, if you're trying to visualize where we are, it's like going under Queensbridge.
Yes.
That's
in the
where
city.
we're in the city.
yeah,
That's
near
where
the
we
crown
are.
there, go boat. A lot of a lot of people around, really.
A lot of boats as well. A lot of boat traffic.
Yeah, a lot of marine traffic. That's for sure. I thought the Yarra was a bit quieter. That's for sure.
This is how our maiden voyage went.
With the Yarra breeze blowing in our hair, it felt good sitting in the captain's chair.
Yeah, I bet it did, Liam, because Belle and I were doing all the peddling.
First mate, bring her to starboard side. Maritime rules are being breached.
Captain, our legs are getting sore.
Proceed, first mate. We've got quite a bit of our journey to go.
Captain, would you like a pedal soon?
Captain's just letting his lunch go down, but maybe let me know later on in the afternoon. Here's a question for you. Can anyone tell me the nautical flag starboard side?
I don't know, Captain. What is it?
I was talking about that 1-3 Cabs promotional flag there, which you'll see to... What's left again, first mate?
Port.
Port. Wonderful. Just testing you, I knew.
Liam, you didn't even know what you were talking about.
I did. As I said, I was doing a maritime test.
Well, after a lot of whinging, Liam finally decided to start peddling.
Certainly feels good to be back behind the rudder. The old sciatic nerve getting into work. Captain's back has a few barnacles on it, that's for sure. Full steam ahead.
Look what he's doing.
Power along the bow.
Captain, you see there, you're turning.
Literally turning.
So just keep it straight there.
Keep it straight.
If I want to go starboard, would I pull to port side?
If you want to go port,
yep,
you push it left. If you want to go starboard, you pull it right.
Right. Very confusing all these sea terms, isn't it?
Look, first mate Ben and deckhand Belle, I'll be the first to put my hand up and say, yes, the captain's been a little rusty. It's been a while since I got my hands dirty.
Well, Liam, you put our lives at risk when your crappy steering almost got us capsized under another vessel.
Hard to starboard! Hard to starboard! Hard to starboard! I'm taking control, deckhand! I'm taking control!
Oh, my God.
Very well handled, Captain.
And how's everyone feeling going into next week now? Because what I've done is I've shown you how difficult it can be from acting the fool the last few. I was actually doing it. I was doing a bit of a trick. So I was acting like an incompetent captain to see how you would handle yourself.
A babbling idiot.
And I was very impressed. I was very impressed with both of you.
What I will say is I'm very impressed with Ben and I, who did most of the peddling. And now I know what it's like when one person doesn't help.
Well, as I said, I've got a bit of a sore back.
Yep.
And the captain's chair comes with its own weight.
Yeah.
And I'll say that. I'll say that with a heavy heart.
It definitely doesn't steer very well, which could cause a lot of drama next week.
I honestly
has the magic touch with the steering.
Belle, as the deckhand, you could get an extra star on your collar later on in the week, because I will say you did have a steady hand when it came to steering for sure.
Thank you.
We are mowing our own way for November. So next week, Ben, myself and Belle, we're going to be out on the Yarra doing the show from our pedal mow. So it should be some fun. We're going to raise funds, going to raise awareness. If you would like to donate, if you're a business, if you're just listening, you can search Ben, Liam and Belle on Instagram. There's a link in the bio where you can donate there. But mow your own way is what they're pushing this year. It's not just you have to grow a mow. That's sort of... You can do that, but that's years gone by. Now you can do literally anything to raise money. And how's this? I mean, the word burpee, that strikes dread into the hearts of any gym goer. How does this sound? 150 burpees a day, every day, in November.
Oh, God.
That's reality for Tilli.
150 a day?
Who joins us now. This is a hell of a way to mow your own way. Why would you do this to yourself, Tilli?
Oh, my goodness. I was just thinking when you were saying about the moustache, I was like, I wish I could reverse my laser hair removal and grow a moustache.
It'd be so much easier.
I haven't done laser on my upper lip yet, Tilli. I'm in the boat where you were, and I considered it this month.
Grow the moustache.
So, Tilli, 150 burpees. You're obviously setting yourself a challenge. Why are you putting yourself through this, Tilli?
Look, guys, I actually started. I'm a Movember ambassador for Australia, and also a Mo Sister of 3 years this year. So my journey started 3 years ago when I was heavily involved with Lululemon. They asked us to get involved, and I was like, yes, I will. And I'm going to think of the worst thing I can possibly do. I'm going to get completely comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I was like, cool, I'll start with 50 burpees a day. And then it ended up being more, and then it ended up being more. and we ended up raising, I think it was about $36,000 my first year.
Nice.
Just from doing burpees. And then it just started this movement. It's become, what can I say? It's like more than a burpee now. I think this, move your own way. It's more than just the movement. It's starting a question, it's starting a conversation, it's creating awareness from doing something a little bit crazy. I think this might be my last year doing this many burpees every day, but I'll do as many as I can if it's going to start these conversations and get people talking.
Tilli, we're halfway through November. How is it going so far? Are you really sore? Are you fully shredded already?
Oh. It's actually funny you say that. The first 3 days are the worst because you just can't, your body isn't allowed to recover.
Yeah.
So once you push through those, it's actually, I sound like a complete crazy person, but it's actually okay. My body's okay.
Okay.
I've just got to try and maintain it and looking after my recovery. Yes, get pretty shredded doing from it. I'm a PT and I do not recommend this to anyone.
Yeah.
But yes.
Movember exists for men's health on multiple fronts. There's things like prostate cancer and men's mental health. You have a personal connection to both of these things. You're doing these burpees for your dad. Can you tell us about him?
Look, I lost my father. It's actually I lost him 10 years ago this year to prostate cancer, and he was only 67. He was diagnosed 10 years prior to that and was in remission, but he only found out through going to the doctor to check on something else.
Right.
And what I'm trying to spread awareness of within anyone over 40 years old to go and get a blood test. It is simple as a blood test to check your levels. It's not invasive. It's not scary. It is literally just a blood test. Not enough people know that it's as simple as that.
Tilli, it's fantastic what you're doing, and like you said, you're getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. So 150 burpees, I'm sure your dad would be super, super proud. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Of course, head to Movember.com to follow what Tilli's doing.
Tilli, all the best.
You're brilliant, my friends. Thank you so much, and good luck with your movement for Movember as well.
Oh, it's nothing on what you're doing, Tilli.
It's just peddling around in the sun. It's not quite 150 burpees a day, but we'll do our best.
Give me a burpee on the water. Thanks.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
That's an hour of radio done. We've still got 2 hours to go. Liam, what are you looking more forward to the most?
Probably opening up the Advent calendar.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say it's where we keep a lot of Christmas gifts. We opened it up earlier in the week, right? And you wouldn't believe it. I mean, it's so hard to get these Taylor Swift tickets at the moment. And it was corporate box tickets to Taylor Swift in our box. I don't even know how we got the box, to be honest. But yeah, it'll be Ben, myself, Belle, there, you, food, drinks, the whole works. There'll probably be more Taylor tickets in there at some point,
Hopefully.
I think.
Hopefully, yeah.
You know what I'm hoping's in there?
What?
My wife Sam's been dropping a lot of hints that she wants this. You know how there's like the Dyson air styling stuff, right? That styles the hair.
The
air wraps and things.
yeah.
It's very expensive. And I keep saying like, it's a lot of money for like a curler. There's like a knockoff.
There's a Kmart one.
No, this isn't Kmart. This is like Harvey Norman spec, but it's called the Shark Flex. But it's literally the Dyson, but it's like a cheaper version of it.
Imagine on Christmas, Sam's got the box and it's like long. She's like, I think I know what this is, and she's like tearing the paper away, thinking it's the Dyson air wrap, and she gets the shark blow. What's it called? The shark
Flex.
blower. The Shark Flex. Whoa.
To be honest, I had that exact thing happen to me growing up as a teenager. I just wanted a GHD.
Yeah.
I just wanted a GHD. Everyone wants a GHD.
I had a GHD.
Yeah, you did.
Of course you did. And I just kept asking all year my mum, like, please, can I have a GHD? I really want it.
What'd you get?
Got to Christmas. The box was the shape of the GHD.
Oh, my God.
Sounded like a GHD.
Oh, my God, Mum.
Felt like a GHD. Opened it. NHD. Good hair day. It was new hair day. And Mum went, this one, the lady said it was good. It's basically as good as the GHD.
All the stylists in Bali say it's the best on offer.
I was so cut. Well, Harry Styles is ugly now.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the time.
You can't actually mean that.
I absolutely do.
Belle, you
Horrendous.
can't mean that.
I'm sure you have now seen the photo of him with his shaved head. There were rumours going around for weeks. Has he shaved his head? Has he not? There were blurry photos from afar and people saying, yes, he has. But now he's sat down, he's done a little solemn pose, and he's got a fully shaved head.
He's a very good-looking guy.
So you think all of Harry Styles' looks came from his hair?
I would say 60% did, because it was that whole...
60%.
Remember, he had like that... Everyone was like, yeah, wow, he's like Mick Jagger. Oh, my gosh, he's gorgeous. And he had that really long hair, and then it went a bit shorter, but then it was just... It's just those locks. It's just those luscious locks, the bouncy locks.
What about this
now,
shredded rig with the butterfly tattoo and like wearing all the cool like pink clothes and stuff? And the...
Yeah, like that's all cool, but it matched the hair. Like it was the whole bundle.
Well,
and
I
now...
certainly feel bad for our balding listeners this morning.
Well, no, that's different. He's got the hair. He's blessed with the hair, and he's gone, nah.
Is he though? Because sometimes when you zip, it's because your days are numbered.
Have you seen the photo? That's thick. He's a thick boy still.
Hairline's looking a little bit high there.
Ash, 13 in the newsroom, just quickly, thoughts on Harry Styles?
I have no feelings about his haircut. Like, I feel so indifferent to it. I think he's a good-looking rooster with or without the hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't say he's
like he's still he's still good looking.
I also
but he's not what he could be,
and he's got swagger.
Yeah,
like he can hold it.
Yeah, I want to ask our resident Harry Styles stan, producer Tina. Good morning. Jump on that mic for me. What do you think about the shaved head?
Nah, he's still a smash.
Of course you think that. You love him.
I do love him, but yeah, he looks good.
So you weren't sad at all when you saw this as a Harry Styles fan. You weren't like, oh no, this is it. It's
over.
I was worried when I saw like that glimpse of a picture last week, and then I saw the video. But no, I saw that yesterday, and still a smash.
I almost think it's a sign of being more attractive when you don't need hair, like your Brad Pitts and that sort of stuff. It's like, they go through like David Beckham. You have like eras of just like, I'm full skinhead, and I'm still the hottest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's a difference between shaved and bald. Like bald if you can't help it, but shaved. You can still, it's just that, you can see the little stems coming through.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz. Hot or not? What do you reckon? Harry Styles, do you like the hair? Do you hate the hair? We'd love to know your thoughts. Kylie in Geelong, what do you reckon?
Oh, definitely hot. He looks so much more mature.
Kylie, so you sound like the kind of like lady who's into the shaved head just all year round, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't go completely bald, but just like that, yeah. I mean, I'm talking for a 52-year-old. Yeah, he's hot.
Kylie.
He's hot.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's a bit of an age gap.
It's funny. We did a thing where we had haircuts for the show, and Ben got the George Costanza, and I had the R9, the 2002 World Cup Ronaldo. And then to get rid of that, like after a few weeks, we both went full skinhead, and I know for a fact that Sarah was loving it.
You being
she
shaved.
preferred me like with a 1 pretty much.
Yeah. You actually, to be honest,
it makes you look a bit scarier.
Yeah.
And I'm very unscary. So it's that little thing of like,
I
ooh.
think you look scary. Ben looked a bit scary with the shaved head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you saying I don't look scary with a shaved head?
No, you do not.
All right, well, I'm going to shave my head and chase you at the train station.
Great.
I'm in a tracksuit. I want to do a bit where I shave my head again and wear a tracksuit and see if people are scared of me if I scream on the train.
Rolina and Oakley, good morning. Harry Styles with a shaved head, hot or not?
Not hot.
Not hot?
Not into it?
You don't think so? No, I reckon, I think also it doesn't help the fact that everyone thinks he's hot, which makes him less hot.
Yeah, okay. So you're trying to go the other way, being like, no, not my. Well, so Rolina, who does it for you? If there's like a big celebrity out there, if Harry Styles ain't it with the shaved head, who's your sort of top pick?
Oh, look, I don't know, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Is that really cliche?
Nah, look, another one though that everybody
that's-
says is hot, but he.
That's such a unique one to pick, Rolina. Yeah, you're definitely aside from
One
the
of
back
the
there.
few.
Yeah, one of the few there.
Well, okay, we're even. We're one for each side at the moment. Jess and Frankston, morning. Harry Styles with a shaved head, hot or not?
Look, I've got to be honest, I've never been a Harry Styles fan, but the new buzz cut, it's doing it for me.
I see. So that's actually, it's brought you into the fandom. Now you're going over the back catalogue.
Wow.
So that he's winning fans. He's losing them and winning them.
Hey, we have got a mum and daughter combo. It's Danny and Sadie. Good morning. How you both doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing very good. Now, has mum called up to give her opinion or has Sadie called up to give her opinion?
Yeah, I feel like we're both. I thought we were on the same page, but we're not.
Oh, no. Okay. So Danny, the mum, what do you think?
It's a vibe.
You think it's a vibe? Oh, no. And Sadie,
So
what do
much
you
better.
Sadie, what do you think?
He looks like an old naked mole rat.
Got him.
Oh, don't comment that on his post, Sadie. You won't like that. He looks like an old naked mole rat. No, I don't think that's what he was going for.
Oh, the poor boy. Oh, well, thanks for the call, guys. Hey, we'll give you that Amazon Echo Pop with Alexa. It's a smart speaker. Listen in multiple rooms. Just say, Alexa, play Nova.
Maccas has lost their battle with Hungry Jacks. Remember they did the Big Jack, which is just like the Big Mac.
Yep.
So somehow they've got away with that. I would say there's still a looming court case with the Colonel because they tried to do JFC as well. They're like, I love Hungry Jacks have just come into the market and they started slapping people around. You know what I mean?
Clearly, this judge is a fan of the fries or the burgers and gone, no, there's nothing wrong here. As she reaches down and takes some chips from under her desk.
He thinks the burgers are better, and I'm looking forward to them bringing out the Jacketo fish later in the year.
It's Paul Russell, Lil Boothang. Good morning. You are on Nova with Ben, Liam, and Belle.
And we're joined now by our very own Joel Creasey from Nova's Drive Show with Ricky, Lee, Tim, and Joel. And guess what? He's starring as the narrator in a new production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show that's coming to Melbourne. Congrats, Joel.
Oh, thank you very much. I am a theatre star now.
Yeah.
And, I'm feeling very smug, very full of myself. I mean, the role of the narrator doesn't sing, so that's probably for the best for everyone. But, yeah, it's a dream come true.
It's funny because I saw, you know how people on Instagram sometimes they're like, guys, watch this space. You did one of those things saying like,
I know.
On Wednesday there's going to be a big announcement. And I was genuinely like, I wonder what it's going to be.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it under-delivered.
Yeah.
But I really pumped it up earlier in the week. Because normally there's 365 days a year. How are both announcements on the same day? And I'm the sort of person that puts up one Instagrid a week. So a week, a month.
I was going to say, that's a lot.
I know.
So Rocky Horror, like 50 years, which is incredible. Have you always been a fan of it?
I've loved it so much. I've seen it so many times. I love it so much. And the list of narrators that have played it in Australia are so random.
Yeah.
You've got like Darren Hinch, Bert Newton, Gretel Colleen, you know, a little bit as quiet as a mouse because we're going to the house, Miff Warhurst, and now myself. So that's my dream dinner party.
Have you reached out to any of them for some advice?
Well, Miff I've spoken to because I'm sort of taking the baton from her.
Because I see you more as a Darren Hinch kind of.
Yeah, Darren hasn't replied to my Snapchat, so that's odd. But yeah, it'll be fun. And I'm doing it with Jason Donovan, who is incredible in it. And I was in Neighbours with his daughter, Gemma. So,
have you got a favourite song or you can't pick favourites?
Well, I'm the Time Warp, obviously, because it's the one song I'm in. But I like science fiction double feature, Touch Me, which is a feature in our house when I'm chasing my boyfriend around the place. It's such a short show, though. Like, it's a really short, snappy,
quick
fun
burner
show. Yeah, it's no Wicked or Hamilton.
Yeah. I'm going to admit I haven't seen it.
Come along, come
I know, I want to. I absolutely will.
I'll organise tickets.
So, dumb question. So, how many shows are there, and do you do them all live?
8 shows a week. I think I'm doing every single one because the Wednesday matinee, I can still make it back to do Nova in time. So
that's
brutal.
Wow.
So you're doing them all live?
I'm doing them all live.
I love that.
Yeah, I know. I need to learn
but
my
your
lines.
Voice, like there's so much. I mean,
I know. And my voice, I have a very weak voice. Like it tends to I tend to lose it during comedy festivals. So I'll have to do a lot of cow now, brown cow.
It's impressive.
Joel, is it true that your mum was like a West End?
Yes, she was
so
in
this
Joseph.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. But my mum was a West End actress. She was in Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And my dad was the solo man. So I come from a very theatre background.
Yeah, and not like a person doing a solo production. You mean like the actual solo drink man?
Where he'd crack the solo at the top of the mountain and it would dribble down his chin, all homoerotic. So it's really no surprise they gave birth to me.
Make sure you check it out. The Rocky Horror Show will play Melbourne's Athenaeum Theatre from Feb 9th. For more information, visit www.rockyhorror.com.au for details. Joel, all the best.
Thank you so much. It's just a jump to the left. I hate myself.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen. Bit of shush thanks. Time for Ben, Liam and Belle's Friday Meat Tray.
Well, yes, it's that magical time of the week where we give away the Friday meat tray.
Yep.
And let me tell you, it ain't just any old meat. It's deluxe damn meat. These sausages are thick. Award-winning Ashburton Meats has over 30 years' experience and supports local farmers. Order your Otway Christmas ham now at ashburtonmeats.com.au. Now, of course, before we get to the best call of the week, we like to give a downvote sometimes, or perhaps an honourable mention to someone. And I really loved our most honest caller this week.
We do sometimes give points for vibe.
Yes.
Do we give Annie a vibe point?
You get a vibe point, Annie. Vibe can get you a long way. Let's do a vibe check on Darcy. Darcy, do you feel like you've been hard done by this morning, the fact that we're giving Annie so many chances?
A little bit, but I don't think I could bring much better vibe to the
Good on you, Darcy. I appreciate that. Just honestly goes a long way. Goes a long way. Not long enough for a meat tray, but it
gets a nod.
It gets a nod for sure. But I think potentially one of our youngest winners this week, it's got to be 13-year-old Sana, who told us about how one of her friends at school got out of the beep test.
One boy, who's the joker of the class, he'd made fake vomit with like vegetable soup and mayonnaise and loads of things, filled it up in his mouth, spat it all across the floor, and the beep test was cancelled for the day.
Congrats, Sana, you're our favourite caller.
Thank you guys so much.
No worries. This joker in your class, I mean, is that his like biggest trick he's ever pulled, or has he ever done any other funny stuff?
Oh yeah, he's done loads of funny things in class. One day he came to school with blue dyed hair.
Yeah.
And we were all laughing at him.
Yeah.
And then another time he put a whoopee cushion on the teacher's chair.
Oh.
Classic.
And he got into detention for that one.
Yeah. Or do you reckon your teacher was just trying to blame it on the blue hair kid because maybe she had a bit too much curry the night before, if you know what I mean?
All right, Sana, we're going to shoot you the Friday meat tray. You got to catch it, okay?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God.
Hang on, not there yet. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming, Sana.
It's almost there.
It's almost there.
Ready?
Oh my God, a chop has hit me in the face.
Oh, no, not the chop.
Not a chop in the face, Sana.
Oh.
Jeez, there must have been a bird flying over at the start, and that's what you thought was the meat tray. That's why you said, oh my goodness, a little early.
Yeah.
Speaking of chops, and that reminds me of lamb, I've got a joke for you guys.
Oh! Are you trying to take blue-haired boy's position as joker of the class, are you, Sana?
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Here's a joke. All right.
Where did the lamb get a haircut?
Where?
At the barber shop.
Wow, very good.
Joke of the week, caller of the week. You get the chockies. You're walking home with the meat tray, Sana.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thanks, mate. You got it with the sauce.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.